What's going on out there, YouTube land? Joe Rancid Orange back again, and today what we're going to be doing is rebuilding on the RBA section of the Kangertech subtank. And I'll show you what a burnt coil looks like. So we're going to go down and dirty. We're going to get up close and personal right now. Alright, so we're back again, and what we're talking about now is the Kangertech Mini RBA, re-buildable atomizer. And I'll explain what's going on here. So this is your RBA that comes with your original tank, and I'll explain why you get nasty popcorn hits that taste like absolute shit right when I take off this chimney, as you saw me do too. You don't need to take this little screw all the way out. You don't need to take the screw all the way out. You just need to twist it a little bit, and you can take it right off the chimney. And that is disgusting. Let me show it up close if you can see it. Burnt coils, semi-burnt cotton. So that is disgusting, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to change this. So what I'm going to do, for the sake of argument or whatever, we're just going to unscrew this lead here and this lead here, and we're just going to take out the old coil. I'm going to clean it up real fast with some Q-tips and whatnot, and then we're going to come back and we're going to rebuild on this bad Larry. All right, hold on. Okay, so now we're up close and personal. So the things that you're going to need to rebuild on this deck is any pair of scissors. You can use this children's pair of scissors. I like to use nail clippers to cut the leads, which you will see. Japanese organic cotton. You have your airflow hold, you have your chamber, you have your RBA, you have your kanthal. Today I'm running 26 gauge. I'm going to do 5 wraps on the blue screwdriver. We're going to use the blue screwdriver this time instead of using this, which hopefully you can see. This thing's pretty legit. It comes in 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, and 3.5 millimeter slots. And this blue screwdriver is equivalent to pretty much I'm going to say the 2.5 millimeter. So we're going to use the blue screwdriver the whole time during wrapping the coil. So what we want to do is take your kanthal, and we're going to take out about approximately 8 inches or so of the kanthal. We're just going to clip that. Sorry, it's very springy right now. And I've seen online where people they straighten the kanthal and everything and whatever. But ain't nobody got time for that, you know what I'm saying? When you're trying to make a build, especially when I'm dropping my kanthal all over the place. So I'm going to take, because I am left-handed, and if you are left-handed as well, leave it in the comments down below. I'm going to hold the screwdriver in my left hand. I'm going to take it about approximately 1 inch down, and I'm just going to pinch it with my thumb, and this isn't going to count as the first wrap. So we're going to put it over first. 1, right? Well, I'm trying to do this on camera. So we're going to go with 1. We're going to wrap it again with 2, 3, 4, 5. And you want the leads to go in the opposite direction of the other one. And I'll explain why that is and what that actually means. So we took our 5, then I'm going to pinch it down together, and it's going to be a perfect coil. So what I like to do too is I'm going to flip it on the other side. I did that kind of fast. Actually, it was kind of slow, but I'm going to pinch it back again like this, and then they're right up close together. So these coils are pretty straight, really close to each other. And you'll see what's actually going on. And you know, there's a lot of excess, that's true, but that's okay because I bought 30 feet of kanthal for like $5. So 0.56, 0.55, 0.54, we'll see on our ohm meter. All right, so let's get to that real fast. We're going to put it on the RBA deck. We're going to screw it into the leads, which I will show you. And then we're going to test the resistance. All right, hold on real fast. Okay, so the leads are going the opposite ways. That's what you want, just like this. Just like a straight line. So I kind of want to straighten them out because we have to put them on, as I'm going to tilt my camera down real fast. All right, so we have our Phillips head screw here, And then I'm just gonna put it in. It helps if you have another screwdriver. You can just go like this, put it in, no problem. I don't really care because I don't have time for that. Neither do you. So we're gonna put it right in the middle. You wanna put it right in the middle. Slowly tighten down this lead. Not very tight yet. We're gonna put this one down. Now we're gonna tighten. Tight, tight, tight. Not so tight, but tight enough. So, as you see here, put a screwdriver back in. We want that bitty to be exactly right in the middle. And as you see, this the last coil is kind of off, but we're just going to pinch it. We're going to put it down. So I'm going to push this down a little bit. Oh, sorry. We're going to push it down right over the airflow hole. So I'm going to stick my screwdriver back in. I'm just going to bend it a little bit down. A little bit, a little bit, a little bit. So now it's right in the mid, guys. As you can see. We can test the resistance now, and that's what we will do. So let's hit the switch. And we're coming at a 0.55. So I was kind of correct, right? I said 0.56, 0.55, or 0.54. So what I like to do is I like to take my fingernail clippers and close my eyes when I clip these, because sometimes the kanthal comes shooting off. So I'm going to clip these as close as I can, as you guys can see, to the camera. Flip this around. I'm going to clip the other one off, just like so. No problem. And now we're going to put it on the mod. We're going to fire. Oh, sorry. We're going to fire it up. We're going to pinch the coils together. We're going to wick it. Then we're going to vape it. All right. So we're just going to put this on our mod. We're going to screw it on. I'm going to put it on low wattage. So I'm going to put it on about 14 watts. Yeah, I hit that 5 times when I didn't need to. So we're going to go down to 5 watts. This is on the Kangertech subox mini. We're going to go down to about 14 watts. Just get a red pot piping and see what we're working with. And I'm going to have my pinchers on standby. So we're going to just fire it up real fast. See how there's hot spots right there? Sorry, if I can move the camera over a little bit. There we go. So those, there was hot spots, right? So we want to glow from the inside to the out. That's what we want to do. So I'm going to take my screwdriver and put it in, make sure that the circumference is straight. I'm going to take my tweezers and I'm just going to pinch it a little bit, not while hitting the fire button at all, because these are stainless steel, metal, you name it. You don't want to hit the fire button with metal on metal because you'll have the risk of shorting. So we're going to fire this up again. Inside out. See what I'm saying? No problem. Let's do that one more time because that looked really cool actually. And then we'll wick it up. Let's get this in really, really close to the camera hopefully. So from the inside out, that's what we're looking. Inside out. Glowing, baby. Inside out. That's what we want. Alright, so we're going to wick it up. We're going to take our Japanese cotton that is right here. I have a piece that was previously cut because I burned through cotton like a boss. So because that is only 2.5 millimeters, we're just gonna we're gonna eyeball it. Just gonna cut a strip off of here. We're gonna cut our cotton. These nice sharp scissors, and you want sharp scissors because if you have dull scissors, it just sucks, I'm telling you. Alright, so we have our cotton. We're going to take this piece off. This is just how I roll. If you don't want to, that's fine with me. We're going to spin this up, this cotton, on one side. Now we're going to take our device, our mod. We're just going to stick this piece through right here. And we're going to pull it through, not so it's really tight, not so it's really loose, right? So you got to give the give, guys. Slight give on both sides till it's like, oh man, so it's, oh yeah. So it's like you're going down a ski slope and you're just carving. If you don't ski, that's fine too, but you know, as long as there's some type of semi-resistance, but not a lot, all right? So these things are perfect right now. So what are we gonna do with the rest of this part, right? So we're gonna spin these sides. We're gonna pull this back a little bit. And we wanna take it up like the bunny ears. And then we're gonna take our chimney cap and we're just gonna put it over the top. We're gonna grab these two tops, line it up with our screw here. We're gonna take out a little blue screwdriver that comes with it. We're just gonna tighten this. You don't need it super tight, but you don't need it loose either because it's gonna, it will leak if it's not tight enough. All right, so we got that, right? So then we're gonna take our scissors after I take a vape and a drink. So we have the bunny ears sticking out. And we're just gonna take our scissors and we're gonna cut them off on almost even. Right, a little bit above it. I'll show you on this side. A little bit above it, right? It's not so good. That's way too high. See how on the left-hand side over here, that's way too high than the right side. And that's what's gonna cause unnecessary clogging, dry hits, and you name it. So these are almost even. It's satisfactory. It can work, guys. And you gotta make this, you gotta make it good. So you gotta know what's good for you. So I'm gonna fluff these out a little bit. I'm gonna fluff these. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the cotton down. We're not gonna jam it. We're just gonna fluff it down. Oh yeah, that's funny. Oh, you're fluffing stuff. So we're just gonna put this. We're gonna put the cotton down, and this is what you're gonna be looking for. I'll show you. Obviously. Oh, sorry guys, if you're not on the camera. All right, so I think I'm good, right? And then I'm like, okay, so this is what you want to do. You want to look at these holes on the side. You want to make sure that these holes are actually being covered by the cotton, because the juice is going to go inside, absorb into the wick, the cotton, which goes to your coil. So if there's an opening, like there is in this one, it's going to flood. So hopefully you can see that. And the bottom hand, it's not a perfect circle, so I'm going to push it down a tiny bit. All right, so both of them are pretty legit. So last thing I look for too, you want to see a little bit of light. There's a little bit of light on this side. You can see pushing through that side. And there's a little bit of light on this side, pushing through. All right, so last thing we got to do is just screw on the top cap right here. After we put some juice on it, we're gonna take our juice, we're gonna take our, what we just did, I'm gonna put some drops in, I'm gonna saturate, prime the coil, just so it absorbs into the cotton. I'm gonna hit this side too, I'm gonna hit the other side, just so it's completely saturated and really nice, like kind of like painted on, kind of like a dripper, but. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna just switch it off. I could use this mod, but I'm gonna switch to my other mod because the batteries are higher right now. I guess it really doesn't matter, but we could just use this. Actually, I am gonna use this. It's only on half batteries anyway. We just need to find our tank. Where's my tank? There's so much shit all over my table. All right, okay, so I found my tank in the clutter of stuff all over my table. So I know it becomes really messy and everything, but this is my tank. I'm using the subtank, and I'm actually using this tank band from my vaporstore.com, which I will leave the link in the description as well. Every tank that I use, besides my RDAs, have these tank bands, because if you drop your mod over, which maybe I'll do anyway, but if you drop it over onto the ground or anywhere, you have this rubber band, so it's not actually going to break your Pyrex tank. I know they have replaceables that come with it, but that is not needed because you have that. So you can either take this dripper and put it in like so, you just don't want to get in the air holes, or you could just live dangerously. That's what I do. Ain't nobody got time for wasting time. So we're gonna pour it in up until, Hopefully you guys can see that. A little bit below. I put a little bit below the silver lining in that, right? So the tank is good. We're gonna leave it upside down. We're gonna take our mod and our chimney, everything that we just did. We spent so much. We spent 6 hours building that. No, it was like 2 minutes. So then we're just gonna take our top cap. We're gonna put it on. It's already primed. We're just gonna screw it in. Hopefully. Oh my God, what was my problem? Screw it in, right? Make sure everything is straight and tight. Everything's straight, right? Take our mod, bottom fill, right? Nice. Oh, let me get in the camera view so you can actually see it. Screw it in so it's nice and tight. Flip it upside down. And then shitty ass Few Rancid Orange. So then we're gonna come up to FaceTime and I'll show you how I actually prime it with dry hits, and then we're gonna vape this bad Larry. 21 watts with my low battery. That's what you don't want to do. But I'm gonna take some inhales, right? So I'm just gonna take, without pressing the fire button, I'm just gonna go. And take about 3 dry pulls. So you start to see some bubbles, it's fine. So we're gonna fire it up real fast. Really good bait, tastes really nice. Ooh. This thing's legit. So it's reading at 0.5 ohms on the Subbox Mini. And like I said before, we're doing Atomic Berry Sweet Strawberry Custard at 70 BG. Let's take one more. That's really legit, really nice. Really easy build guys, yeah. Really easy build, man. If I can do it, then anyone can do it. And you saw how I did it, it was easy. I used a blue screwdriver. You don't need anything cool. You need the Coil Master, or I actually rarely even use this thing in the first place, but if you need it, that's fine. Alright, so hopefully you guys actually learned something. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, share, do anything, put anything in the comments in the bottom. I don't even care if it's like a space bar, you know, at this point. I got a few videos out. I'm trying to start up the channel. I am new to vaping myself. If you are watching this channel, maybe you are too. Maybe you're a veteran. Maybe you're a scout. I don't know. Maybe you're a shit. But as long as you actually learn something off this, and the RBAs that are legit, you can order them anywhere. I'll leave the link in the description for myvaporstore.com. They sell RBAs, even though they come with this tank, but you can order replacements if you want to for like about $6, $7, something like that. So look out for the link in the description for myvaporstore.com, which I order all my stuff off, and I would suggest ordering these tank BEMs as well. All right, guys, deuces.